SBR Videos is sponsored by Sports Cash System. Click on the link below for more information. Hi, welcome to SBRForum Videos. I'm Peter Loshak. We're previewing Week 11 in college football, and right now we're talking with Troy West from AllPlaysWin.com, who went 2-1 against the spread with us last week in college, including a very sharp pick on Oklahoma State. Troy West, thanks for being back with us this week.
Hey, thanks a lot, Pete. Appreciate being back on the show. 2-1 on the videos. Overall, we were down at All Plays Win on Saturday, but not a bad weekend overall, but continuing to move forward. Feel great about these three plays I'm going to give you this week in college, Pete.
All right, well, Notre Dame Pitt is the first game that you requested to discuss this week, and Pitt is a 5-point home underdog, totals 51. And I'll tell you, I think I'm leaning Pitt at this line, at plus line. You know, Notre Dame, maybe they're just not that great. Now they're having a lot of injuries, particularly on defense, but also some injuries on offense. Just very banged up, not very reliable, a road favorite. You know, the only question with me is just, you know, how the talent level of Pitt. How good are they really? But I'll tell you, I'm leaning pretty heavily towards Pitt plus 5. Is that what you like here?
You know, actually, I'm going to roll with the Brian Kelly and the Notre Dame Irish.
Really?
I know that they've been banged up, but they are finding ways to win football games. I know they weren't very impressive last week against Navy. Almost somewhat of a scare at home. Would have been a debacle to lose that game, but they pulled it out. Pittsburgh did lose to Navy this year. Pittsburgh then lost again to Georgia Tech. Nothing impressive on Pittsburgh's resume. I don't think this is a very good Pittsburgh team. Notre Dame still has some impressive wins. They got the win against USC. They've beaten a good Arizona State team. They've done some good things this year. Their two losses came against ranked teams. I think Brian Kelly is going to outclass, outcoach Pittsburgh. I think Notre Dame, even with the banged-up team, I think they have enough depth to get it done. I know it's an interesting line. It scares me just a tad to be a 5-point road favorite, but I do think this Notre Dame team is 5 points better than Pittsburgh, and I think they get it done. I think the Navy was somewhat of a look ahead to this game. It's going to be a national TV game Saturday night. I think the Irish will have enough in the tank to get it done against Pittsburgh, Pete.
Yeah, I mean, I do like to bet. If I'm going to bet Notre Dame, I'd prefer to bet them on the road than at home as a big favorite. But it's just everything I've been reading about, like all their injury problems, and I'm just not sure that they're going to be able to. I see this game going down to the wire. You don't see it that way?
I don't. I really think Notre Dame is much more talented than this Pittsburgh team. This Pittsburgh team has struggled against teams like Old Dominion.
Yes.
They just really haven't done anything that blows me away. I don't think it's a very good Pittsburgh team. I think Notre Dame, I don't want to say they're undervalued or underrated, but they've done some decent things this year. They've got a good quarterback. I think they have enough depth, and I really think they've got the better coach, which has given them the edge in this game. I think Brian Kelly, Irish get it done. I think 5 points is a small figure. I think they get it by at least a touchdown.
All right, for sure. Pittsburgh has looked very mediocre for most of this year. I don't know, Troy. It just makes me nervous. I wouldn't want to take a Notre Dame here. But Troy's official pick on this game, Notre Dame -5 over Pitt. We'll see how it turns out. Thanks, Troy.
Thanks, guys.